Alright, so for some reason my other video cut off, but I'll just continue where I was. So this is size 15 bolt. It's at the top of the steering shaft column there. Once you have that bolt removed and that bolt removed, I wanted to say too, after you remove that bolt, you might want to mark the steering shaft and the steering gear and where the steering shaft aligns, so you can just make sure to line it up. But really doesn't really make a difference because the steering shaft itself, or the steering gear shaft, is actually keyed, so it's only one way that the shaft will actually go on to the spline, so really you can't mix it up. But next, what you want to do, get your flathead screwdriver down here and pry the shaft up. And on these, the shaft is actually collapsible, so you want to pry it up and off. And actually, give me 1 second. Alright, so you see here, I actually collapsed the shaft from the top down, and there's this at the bottom. I'm going to get my flathead screwdriver there. Kind of hard doing this with one hand, but you get the point. Pry that up. Off. Come on, baby. There we go. It's up and off. Boom, just like that. Steering column is out. Some people really make this more difficult because they will, I was reading, one guy took the steering gearbox down, took all his idler and pitman arm stuff down, and it's really not necessary. So this is what your steering shaft looks like. This is the original one, and this right here is your rack joint. And all it is a pain in the ass rubber disc that's sandwiched in between these plates here, and that is what causes your steering slop. I don't even know if I can. But yeah, if you see, I'm barely moving. You should not be able to move that by hand like that. So, anywho, we got a bit of work ahead of us, because this is actually riveted in. I don't know what the deal was in the 90s with Chevy riveting every fucking thing, because their upper ball joints were riveted into the upper control arm, which was a freaking nightmare to cut out. But anywho, this is what we're going to be working on today, and I'll continue the video as I progress. Oh, and I wanted to show you how the inside of this is keyed. So if you see, nothing but splines. I don't know why my camera quality is not focusing. Let me take these gloves off. But one side, basically, it's kind of hard to see, but this side's flat and this side's rounded, so it only goes on one way. Is the point I'm trying to make. Alright, so today's tool of choice will be an actual cutoff wheel from Harbor Freight. Now, it is a 3-inch cutting wheel, but I actually just removed the little neck right there, and I actually bought the wrong blade, because Home Depot doesn't sell a 3-inch and they sell a 4-inch. And the size of the arbor is different as well, but I'm still gonna try to make it work. If not, I do have some used, beat up carbide blades there, but I'm gonna try the 4-inch. But anywho, the goal is to work the rivet head off on each side, and then this kit actually comes with replacement screws, if you see that down in there. Alright, let's get started. Oh, and let me start by saying I do not recommend doing what I'm about to do, which is using the wrong size blade with no